Okay, we're staying unmuted on the mic. Welcome in, folks. Welcome in, welcome in. Attic Mouse with the first. Welcome in, Mouse, Cheese, Odin, Schmeck in Twitch chat. Been yapping to my brother for the past hour about Clash. I've been, dude, when I say the past month that I've been off of Clash has been euphoric, it has been euphoric, bro. It has been so nice. I have a very important 2 videos that I need to watch to see in a bit. Yeah, no problem, Attic Mouse. Catch you later. Activate Kinnan? Don't even say that, bro. OO and Josiah in the YouTube chat. Welcome in. First, I beat my first Red Deck Gold Stake today. Congrats, man. GGWP. W Red Deck Gold Stake completion. Welcome in, Kita. Streamer, I'm proud of you for quitting something that damaging for you. Well, as soon as I quit Clash, I picked up Magic again. So, you know, replacing one addiction with another. I would say Magic is like ever so slightly better than Clash, but, you know, relatively in the same vein. How you doing? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Hey, you get to not look at a screen? Well, that's what you think, but then I spend 4 hours brewing up decks. Also, for those of us who care about Magic, my girlfriend and I went to our local Walmart today because she wanted to get a snack while we were hanging out. And they had the Lorwyn They had the Lorwyn Eclipsed shit. So I bought the Broken Jund precon that everybody is saying is like bonkers out of the box. Probably will not be buying product. Will not be buying product from Walmart anymore. SMH streamer support for FLGS. Dude, my closest LGS to me, I am all for supporting LGSs, like, and local businesses in general. My closest LGS is an hour south of where I live. Fuck that. But Walmart today, I learned, upcharges the hell out of Magic product. I paid, the market price for that deck is like $40, and I paid damn near 60 for it. So, like, it was worth it because it's the first Magic product that I've bought in, like, years. And it was nice to just, like, have it in my hand. However, I will be going to Mana Pool from now on because holy shit. And also because fuck TCG Player. I was going to say TCG Player, but not TCG Player needs to get the hell out of here, dude. Anyways, I'm so glad that printing technologies exist. I mean, I print the majority of my decks, but if it's a precon, I'll pick that John up. Especially because I'm getting a play group together. I finally got a group chat going for the IRL play group. And I got that together. So precons are just like intuitive for that. Focus Shock, more like Focus Stinky. Building decks in card games is low-key more fun than playing the actual decks a lot of the time. True. Unironically good comms. Unironically good comms. Welcome in, Luca, though. Look at that art that you did using me as a reference in the Discord. Cinema. Absolute peak. That was actually really sick, dude. I'm cooked because the only TCG I like, One Piece TCG, just got Logan Paul'd. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I saw all the Pokemon scalpers migrating to like One Piece TCG, and I was like, ooh, okay. We scared them away. Magic the Gathering, Wizards of the Coast, they knew what they were doing. They scared away the scalpers, because the same time that the scalpers were looking for new things to buy, when they rotated to One Piece, was the same time that the stink-ass stupid Spider-Man set came out for Magic. So scalpers probably saw that shit and went, ew, and then moved on. it was it was genius made by it was a genius move by WotC to keep the to keep scalpers out of the hobby by releasing the worst set of all time while they were poised to strike. Big news shock, I've gotten a 6 streak on Gold Stake. Hell yeah, W6 streak, man. I have gotten a 6 streak. Okay, I'm going to talk about this too. I'm going to rant about it. Spoilers for tomorrow's YouTube video. If you don't want spoilers for tomorrow's YouTube video, if that's actually something you care about, mute the stream, go to a different tab, come back in like 5 minutes when I'm done ranting about it. Bro, we have gotten a 6 streak in like the daily Gold Stake YouTube video series where I like try and win streak 1 gold streak a day or 1 Gold Stake game a day. We have gotten a 6 streak 3 times back to back to back. Your painted deck halvesies? The painted deck halvesies won. That was the dumbest run that could have possibly won, but it still won. Today's run lost. I'll just spoil it for everybody who hasn't seen it since I told y'all to leave. Today's run lost. I was going for the PB. I was going for the 7 bomb. Hit the random deck button. Black deck. Unfortunate. Not unbeatable. First shop. Eternal Even Steven. And then I didn't take a photo that solved the entire game because I'm so biased. I literally, like, it was divine intervention that I did not get this 7 streak. Because I was literally thinking in the shower today. Literally, it was so wild. I was literally thinking in the shower today, I really want to redo the Gold Stake tier list. And I was like, okay, well, should I do it as like another stream or in a YouTube video? And I was like, probably in a YouTube video because then it can be more concise. I think that makes sense. And I was literally thinking, okay, what are like some good Gold Stake like tiers? And I literally thought, God, I hate photo. I went on an entire like 10-minute rant in my head. My internal monologue went on an entire like 10-minute rant of just like, God, photo is so fucking bad in Gold Stake. God, I hate photo in Gold Stake. This guy needs a buff so bad. He doesn't need a buff at all, but he needs like more retriggers to play with in Gold Stake. God, photo's so bad in Gold Stake. And then I ripped a photo in. It was a buffoon pack where the line was stickerless Grimbo, Eternal Photo. And I literally thought to myself, our first pick was Eternal Steven. I literally thought to myself, photo's the play here. We have Eternal Steven. We just play flushes and we win video game. And then I got in my own head about it. I was like, no, dude. We're going to pass a Grimbo for a photograph? What? Photograph is dog shit. You remember that internal monologue that you had in the shower with yourself this morning? Photograph is dog shit. We're going to pass a Grimbo, which is a fire joker, for a photograph here. What are you kidding me? And then I grabbed the Grimbo and we lost like 3 antes earlier because I just could not find anything. And then because I was so pissed off at myself, not about the photo play, I actually forgot about the photo play, which you can see later in the video because I don't mention it in closing at all. I'm like, oh, we could have taken like a slide joker or some shit like that and probably gotten out. I don't know, but I didn't mention the photo at all. Like 10 minutes after the video was done rendering and I was like, had it ready to go, I was like, I need to run this bitch ass seed back again because it's going to piss me off all day. Got to that buffoon pack. I was like, I'm taking the photo. It's a win. Free. I didn't win because I did like 1 minor misplay that caused me to lose on Needle, but I definitely had Needle. It was literally just I ordered stuff wrong. Bro. Photo solved the entire game. Granted, it was probably seeds based, and now I'm probably like gonna overvalue photo in the future. But like, dude, we had blue seals off of a certificate right off the bat, so we had like a level 18 flush level or some crazy shit. I don't think we had a level 18 flush level, but we had like 18 base molt or like some obscene amount of base molt on flush going into like ante 6 because cert was hitting blue seals so often. We had a mask that made all of the face cards gold, so I could make money on the black deck. There was a seltzer that like got me out in one hand every time. It was a whole thing. I'm so mad that I didn't take the photo. The moral of the story is don't let your internal monologue control your life because that little goober will definitely be out to get you. Don't let your biases seep through. Anyway, what an amusing life you lead. It is a whimsical life, okay? It is a whimsical life. Thank you. I take pride in it. How much of a misplay was that? I feel like it's mostly a worse decision in hindsight. I mean, like, I want to say you're right, but I think... Because here's the thing. If it's not an eternal photo, then I think the situation is, like, definitely more of, like, a hindsight situation. Or if it's eternal photo, which it was, I think it's more of a hindsight situation. So, like, you could argue that Grimbo is better there and it's just a seed diff. But I think if it's a stickerless photo and you can, like, rotate out of it if it doesn't work, you should always take it there. But, like, we had Eternal Steven, so I think photo is just the play no matter what. Plus, it's Grimbo on Black Deck, which, like, Grimbo on Black Deck works if you have multiple scaling jokers, but we didn't at that point. I don't know. It's a whole thing. Also, I'm commenting streamer photo was 100% the line the second the video drops. I don't blame you, but I will be banning your ass for doing that. I'm just kidding. I love you too much. What if it's just logs and it stopped being mono forever ago? I can, yeah. Very much the Clash player in chat. Very much the Clash player in chat. I could tell. Anyway, what are we doing? What are we doing? I think we're doing Scrandle. And then some gold stakes, right? There are 4 barbs inside you. Actually, it's 3. While it's still moderately quiet in here, quick brain picking. Okay, okay. Let's see it. We doing Scrandle? Yeah, let's do Scrandle. Actually, let's do Balatro first. We'll let it's a little quiet in here. We'll let a couple more people filter in. Let's do Balatro. Thoughts on Mancala roguelike? I probably said that wrong because I have no idea what that is. Mancala roguelike. Is this like the... Yeah, okay. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I probably said it like a fucking idiot. Dude, this is like... If you did this right, this would be so fun as a roguelike. Wait, this would be sick. I really like that idea. I fuck with Mancala heavy, not good enough in game design to say it would be good as a roguelike, but I'd play it. I would play it, but that's also because I'm, like, addicted to Balatro likes. I have, like, a pretty heavy concept. Bro, I would pitch it. I would pitch it. I'd play it. I'll say it. Bars. Here's the thing, though. It's simple enough. It's if I recall, a pretty simple game, right? And that's kind of a double-edged sword, because with it being so simple, that's a bad thing because, like, people might get bored of it. But if you do it really, like, if you do it well, if you do it very well, it being simple works for you, right? Because then it's easy to latch onto, and if you can addict people early on, they'll be like, good game. And then they'll, like, you know, like Balatro, they'll make an entire YouTube channel around it, and, like, you know, content channel, and they'll like invest thousands of hours into it. Not that I would know. Tic-tac-toe roguelike, when? That'd be huge. Luna for the 1 biddy. Radiohead fans having a bad day, so they go home and listen to Radiohead to make it worse. +2. Hope you're not having the worst of days. Very much the essence is 4 marble colors, each has a different point value. They're literally like 2 games of tic-tac-toe. Today was a good day. That's good. That's good. Not gonna lie, if the Mancala game's good, maybe I should 100% grind that game and become Doc, but for the Mancala roguelike, hey, go for it. All right, anyway, what are we doing for Balatro? What was the, Zany Joker was what I said was the best play last time, right? I think Zany Joker is the tried and true. Not common, not a plus mult Joker. It's not yellow, so it's not an X mult Joker either, so it's got to be Chips or Econ or something to that effect. More than $4. So let's just rip an uncommon Chips Joker. Let's rip Castle. Oh, wait, no, it says scaling no. So castle doesn't work. Let's rip. What's another uncommon chips? Joker. I guess we'll go hack, and that could be like retrigger type shit. $6, uncommon, no scaling, no RNG, not a retrigger or copy Joker. So it's a $6 uncommon. It can't be erosion. It can't be. Could it be like 6 cents? 6 cents is econ. Creation. Oh, it's S. Seance. All right, not bad. Not bad. Wait, did I not have it on screen? Streamer wrong scene. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright, well, it was Seance. Streamer, do it again? How do I do it again? I can do it again in 41 minutes. We just gotta play one run and I can do it again. No, because then I have to do it. No, I'm gonna have to do it tomorrow. I can't do it. Clear cookies. It's too much work. I'm sorry. You got the gist of it. You got the gist of it. Nice Balatro streamer. Shut up. I'm just kidding. I want my bit back. Take it. I don't know how you do that. Take it. All right, let's go Scrandle. We're just going to pretend that didn't happen. We're going to pretend that didn't happen. Okay. We're going to pretend that I spent an additional, like, 5 minutes ranting about the photo. All right, chat, we ready for the Scrandle? Switch back to the Balatro main menu and just play Scrandle now. How do I give this to Luna? Snails with the 1 biddy. Appreciate you. Chat, do you think the bonus round is ever going to come back? What in tarnation, man? Pie and a donut? What the fuck are they doing over there? Chicken croquette. Potato tornado. This has got to win, right? What? That's a value diff from hell. It does look kind of cum-esque, though. Carne asada fries. What bonus round? Yeah, deadass, dude. Chicken schnitzel with a pint. The lemon tart does look really good, but it's French, so it never wins. I don't make the rules. Breakfast baguette. 2 sausages, 2 bacon, 2 egg, hash brown. Okay. Oh, it's the US doing it this time. No, dude. I was literally going to make a backhanded comment about, haha, get it? It's British mac and cheese because there's unmelted shredded cheese on it. Fuck, it's American, dude. I'm going with the left still wins, but I'm going with the right just out of spite at that point. What, are we kidding? We're regressing? Lock in, bro. Obligatory, what did you call me after I hear baguette? Burger and Castle Joker is a good combo. The best. Streamer is tilt scranning. That's not even a tilt scran. I knew the left was going to win, but the left doesn't deserve to. Chili cheese fries diff every single time there. Loaded fries, a cheesesteak. Brits are going to see this being 21 pounds. Even though this looks not that bad, Brits are going to see this being 21 pounds. And they're going to go, oh, it's 21 pounds. What the fuck, mate? And they're not wrong for that at all. Moving on. Is that the first time we've seen the same Scrandle back to back in the same weekly? I unironically think it's a... okay, here's the thing. I want to say it's a beer diff, but these are genuinely the best cheesy chips we've ever seen from the Scrandle because the cheese is melted. The picture's a little bad. You know, they could have cranked up the cool lighting on the picture. They could have maybe framed it better. But these are the best cheesy chips by default because they're the only ones that I've ever seen where the chips are melted. That plastic beer mug is hilarious. I'm gonna go right for the meme. Yeah, left wins. It's the best cheesy chips, bro. What is that? Crab's nail. This, okay. We had a talk with Zafe, who is actually Brazilian in chat about this. This sounds Scrumdiddlyumptious. If you didn't give me a picture for this and you just gave me the description, wheat flour dough filled with crab meat and a crab claw. That sounds absolutely peak. Okay? The problem is not only that you not only that it looks like this, which is admittedly a little bit unappealing, but you also call it the crab's nail. So the chicken tendies win, even though I think that slaps. Like, we have to work on our framing, bro. We have to work on our marketing. Crab's nail is insane. Anyway, that was like, dare I say, a 9 out of 10 if I didn't just pick meme options. I would have picked the onion bread there anyway. The one thing I knew was gonna lose though. If I didn't int, we would have been above average, but inting's the name of the game. The unmelted cheese on American mac and cheese is fucking unbelievable, man. That's actually heinous, and that ruined my entire day. I could beat Doc's gold stake streak in this 3-hour stream today, and my day would still be ruined. I was selling for Content Guy's trust. I literally called out that it was gonna lose when I clicked it. I don't know what you want from me. All right, stats on screen. Those are semi-inaccurate. There we go. Balatro streamers having a bad day, so they go home and stream Balatro to make it worse. Actually true. Actually, well, specifically gold stake streamers. And BMP streamers. We'll round up to BMP streamers as well. Gold stake streakers and BMP streamers. If you're playing white stake, you're having fun. Unless you're Raffle, because then you have to deal with Raffle's chat. This is peak Balatro gaming. Yo, I appreciate it. Welcome in admin core. All right. We are yellow decking. Predictions are about to be up. Jamble with the points. BMP streamers especially. Yeah, exactly. I don't get it, man. I don't get how they do it. I missed a stream. Tragic. Do BMP players know how high stakes work or nah? It depends on the streamer. It varies heavily. I'm not saying I genuinely don't know, but I also don't know. It depends heavily on the BMP or admin core with the Twitch follow. I would say the majority of BMP spammers are bad at high stakes, but like there's a couple that are the really good multiplayer players are good at high stakes, like Sizak. Let's say on average, I would say on average, I would say on average Balatro multiplayer pursuers are not that great at high stakes, but there are, you know, the ones that are very good. Admin core, a tale of two chats, +2. Welcome in, man. Welcome to the wrong side of the tracks. I jamble doubt, but only for ratios. I never doubt. That's fair. That's fair. That's the Jeezy Pete's angle. That's the Jeezy Pete's angle. It's 2 degrees in my no heating dorm. I'm Mr. Freeze. What the hell, dude? I keep forgetting you have no heat dorms. That's actually stupid. That is ridiculous, bro. I would be crashing out on my admins if I had no heat dorms in this shit. Hey, dude, just saying hi before work tomorrow. Yeah, I appreciate you, Joey. Many thanks, man. I like how, of all people, Feinberg is good at high stakes and BMP. Like, you know, the GOAT in Minecraft speedrunning. What the fuck is that guy on? Adderall. How do I get some? That's for attention deficit people, right? Just wait, the sides are gonna balance out like a chud. No, Jeezy isn't here to rug pull right at the end. Otherwise, you'd be correct, Mundo. 2 holo tags. Taking one of those for the funny, I gotta be honest. I really wanted to do it. Should have looked at misprint to see if it was a straight angle. This flush wins. I will not be looking at misprint. I'm wasting 2 blankets to block the windows. There's cold air leaking. Dude, that's actually crazy that you don't, that like heating is not allowed in your dorm. That has to be like a violation of some kind of statute. No? I'm stuttering. Like, I'm so offended by this that my brain just like shut off. There's no way that that's literally a thing that like people can do. That absolutely sounds like a violation. That's what I'm saying, bro. Is misprint going to be S tier for misprint tech? Unironically, I'm kind of thinking about it. Like, memes aside, I'm kind of thinking about it. Because misprint tech is like... It depends heavily on the deck, because like yellow deck, usually it doesn't matter at all. And like the decks that are already good, it usually doesn't matter. But like decks like black deck, decks that are bad, misprint tech is like indispensable. So like unironically, I'm kind of considering putting it in like a very high tier just because misprint tech exists. Sometimes I forget a flush with a 2 can win in 1. Yeah, it does seem like counterintuitive. This is the discard unless misprint says otherwise. 8 of spades, that's really nice. Did I miss a Glumbus update? I don't think so. Hello, chat. I played VR for the first time and vomited 6 times playing Arkham Shadows. Worth it? That's actually tragic, man. I'm sorry. Hey, as long as it's worth it, though. Speaking of worth it, if this was Eternal, I think it would be worth it. As a rental, I would be lying if I said I wasn't skeptical. I would be lying if I said I wasn't skeptical. If it was an Eternal, I just snap pick this, and then we're like so rich. But as a rental, like we could probably make it work, but I don't think we have to. I think SPV could get away with it. Well, SPV could get away with a lot of things that Focus Shot could not. Not even just like pertaining to Balatro, but I digress. When I first started college, there was a VR setup. An acquaintance pushed the guy in VR over, and I had to leave and cut him entirely off. That is wild. Ace of clubs? That's not super duper helpful, I gotta be honest. Eternal credit card and Vagabond. Wait, true. Hey, the bear with the raid. Many thanks, Belanos. Hello, Raiders. We're hopefully not going to get our asses kicked in Gold Stake tonight. Many thanks for the raid. Hope stream went well. Much love to everybody. Aloha, aloha, bananas. Hello. I like putting this on jacks. Probably it doesn't matter at this point, but we'll see. 3 souls tonight, passing the luck on to you. Yo, I appreciate it, man. Your contribution is indispensable and will not go unnoticed. Many thanks. Let's make a glass card here. Admin Core with the 2 gifties. Yo, Raffle got a gifty. Hell yeah. Chat, if you're in here and you got a gifty, thank your gifter. Yo, wait, we're throwing money at the streamer? I mean, somebody is. That means you, Raffle? Yeah, Raffle. Say thank you, bro. It's rude to not do that. What are the chances of that? I don't know how gift distribution works. Because he's been in chat before, but not for a while. At least not to my recollection. I mean, like, the pint's funny, but, like, do I want it? Can you give me a wide-eyed, surprised expression? Holy shit! Luna with the 10 gifties. Many thanks to Luna. Once again, if you're in chat and you intercepted a gifty, thank your gifter. Thank you, thank you. I would laugh so hard to see Raffle saying thanks for the sub. I think I would actually stand up from my chair and applaud. Just because I would be so flabbergasted and I would not know what to do. Hello. Do we want... So, it's definitely, like, not the better play, but, like, the 2 pints is really funny. Get drunk before a gold stake run? Nah, I think we just take the mask, bro. It's a funny play, but, like, I'm not doing it, man. Also, Jolly Joker was definitely a take there, but I'm going to be a greedy little bastard and definitely get punished for it. We'll see how it goes. Never punished. If this wins in 1, it's a little awkward. I've not been paying attention to my score. 13 hundo. All right, we're chilling. Let's try smash the glass. Give Luca an expression. Oh, shit. I got sidetracked. Sorry, Luca. Can you give me a wide-eyed, surprised expression? Here, I'll do it in... That one's a little satirical, but, like... I don't know. I feel like it works. It's more expressive. That's got to be good, right? All right, is game cap actually gonna like lock back in? We're chilling. Perfect? Hell yeah. Yeah, let's just say I'm good at my job. All right, we'll go high card and then the flush wins. So high card just to make as much gold as possible. It gives Kermit. Give us the middle finger. Well, I mean, you gave a biddy, so I have to. Threw an in on the house. And I'm not talking the boss blind. Let's take the free roll. Hello, old friend. Abdomen core with the hydrate. I got you. I just, like, smashed the shit out of my mic. That's my fault if that was loud in any way, shape, or form. Got you with that hydrate. Chat, if you have water nearby, hydrate as well. I really want this whole shop. I don't know how greedy that is, but like we have gold cards now, so I feel like it's not exceedingly greedy. Let's do it. That's really nice. And it's on a chalkboard compatible card. Kinda friggin' fire. Sell you. Let's take Glorp. I would like to go for a straight immediately. Probably I'm just gonna accept the fact that I'm not getting blue seal value here, so I'm just gonna discard it. That's fine. The odds of me actually getting blue seal value there are like astronomically not in my favor. Okay, fuck Twitch. I just had $60 charged from my bank account, not a single hype train. What? Make it make sense. Hype trains don't make sense ever. We'll get a hype. I'm predicting it right now. My hype trains, for some fuck-ass reason, are always delayed. We're gonna get a hype train. It's gonna be like 3 or 4 minutes from now. I'm predicting that. We're getting one for sure. It's gonna be like 3 or 4 minutes from now. Guaranteed. Actually, not guaranteed because I don't know how it works, but that has historically been how it works. The hype train starts when Raffle says thanks for the sub. True. Hungman, that's not super helpful. I think I'm dead here. I think I flew far too close to the sun, trying to do straights into the hook. Which is, yeah, it is what it is. How do I win? I do still have a lot of hands. I have a sun card. I have an 8 on top. Was it the 8 of clubs or the 8 of hearts on top? I think it was the 8 of clubs, unfortunately. If it was the 8 of hearts, then there's a bit of a goofy-ass thing. Ship this. Thank you, Glorp. Appreciate you. Okay. Hit him with one of these. Sun for straight flush. I mean, we didn't have a straight, so... That maybe could have been how we got out. I was not paying attention to our straight that we drew. Like, we're just never drawing straight, right? We're just dead. High card level for the eventual pivot into Baron. Sick. Yeah, exactly. You get it. Also, this is why we take Jolly Joker. If we have Jolly Joker here, like, yeah, it sucks that it would be eternal, but also we don't have to deal with any of this shit. I can't make a high straight if I toss anything here. Like, if the 10 gets tossed, I can't make a high straight, and I am already kind of locked out from mid straight. I think we're just dead. Like, indisputably. What's on top? 2 of diamonds. Fuck. Let me cook. Nope, it's over. Doesn't matter unless we get a Glorp level up, which more than likely we don't. But it's still a line. Just in case. Yeah, Glorp not proccing killed us. That's okay. Damn it, Glorp! It's fine. His ass can't function without looking into misprint every second. True. Shout out to that one guy who gifted super chatted like $1,000 total a few months ago. Yeah, dude. You mean Daniel Brockman? My legacy shall be remembered. I began in YouTube chat, swooped into Twitch chat, and sniped a sub to Raffle. I will not stop until I'm given the thanks I deserve. Yo, admin core, my absolute goat. Raffle getting gifted a sub is so funny. All right, well, that was a tragic slip. He gave you $1,000 and he forgot his first name. I'm bad with names, okay? It's Daniel Brockman. I also know a lot of Davids. I don't know a lot of Davids. I know a lot of Daniels. Yo, I actually that's crazy. I actually as a result of getting Daniel Brockman's name confused with David, I was thinking in my head of a dude IRL I know named Daniel, and for some stupid ass reason I was thinking his name was David. What the hell was that? I have no idea what just happened there. Once again, the moral of the story is don't greed. Most grateful streamer. Someone needs to gift Doc a sub now. I mean, if enough subs get gifted, it happens at some point, right? That's how it goes. Black deck for greeting. Yo, I got you. All right, we're doing black deck since that's the redeem. Surely black deck doesn't kill me on a fresh streak. Stop yawning. Oh my god. It's late, man. What do you want from me? I would have used Hangman to get more cards in the last hand and pray for a flush house. I mean, we could have gotten flush house anyway. We just whiffed the, we whiffed a 9. Black deck is the lock-in deck. Historically, it has been, is the weird thing. Prediction is up. Jamble with the points. Jamble with the points. Prediction is up. Are we winning black deck gold stakes? Historically, it has unironically been the lock-in deck. The past like 5 games on black deck that I played, I feel like I've lost like one of them on stream, which is crazy considering that my on-stream lock-in percent is like so low. Being locked in is relative. I mean, yeah. It demands the attention, true. It is like looking after a toddler. You just have to invest like all of your mental resources in it so nothing bad happens. I talk to chat for like 5 seconds during black deck and it just blows up.
Just trying to bait the hype train ATP also on wait. This gives me TTS perms, high stream, high YouTube, high Twitch, high echo your H.
Luna with the 500 biddies. Appreciate that. I don't know what is up with this hype train, bro. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. What is this? Shoutouts to Ike specifically. That's justified. Everyone buy a ticket now. You heard Luna. It arrives soon. You heard her. You heard her. Everyone sub for a ticket? True. Snails. Is that a direct sub to Doc? Okay, that one's a direct sub to Doc. That's really funny, though. Snails with a tier 1 to Doc. Many thanks, man. There's the train. What took it so long, bro? This shit was so behind schedule, man. This is some U.S. public transportation hype train right here. Train arrives instantly for Doc. Ah, that, you know, that makes sense. That makes sense. Luna not even credited. Tragic. Yeah, that's absolutely crazy. That is absolutely wild, bro. Luna got credited for the biddies, but not the gifts. I mean, are we dead ass? What is even happening? Keto with the sub to admin. I can't read it. Was Luna? It looks like Luna got credited for the biddies, but not the sub. If I was credited for gifts, it would be like level 5. That's what I'm saying. What a scam, bro. I don't know what's happening, but thank y'all. Luna with the 6 biddies. Appreciate that. And Schmips with the follow. W username. That's hilarious. I was just about to make a joke about Amtrak, but you beat me to it. Yeah, for real, dude. For real. You ain't got to... Hey, you... you ain't got to be, you know... I don't have to be that swift to make a joke about American public transportation. It just is what it is. What are the odds for predictions? Just put 800 and came back here. I don't know what just happened with my voice there. Prediction is 1 to 2.14 for locked in. It's like damn near 50-50. We take one of these, right? Which is really awful. I feel... Okay, I'm gonna preface this with the fact that I might just be completely throwing, right? Because normally on Black Deck, even if it's a shitty-ass Eternal that's like poo stinky, I'll acknowledge the gifties in a second, but I'm trying to lock in. I apologize. I will acknowledge them in a second if I don't scream at me. Normally when it's on Black Deck, you want like the poop-ass Eternals just because they get you by. Here, like, Greedy Joker's bad because you need to play specifically a Diamonds Flush with it, and Walkie Talkie is bad because there's 8 copies of 10s and 4s in the 52 card deck. You have 1 less cycle on Black Deck. You're seeing these 10s and 4s less often. I feel like this is a Buffoon Pack angle. That's probably greed. This is probably just me getting in my own head. Talkie's the better out of the 2, I will say. I think Talkie is definitely the better out of the 2 if we're taking one of these. I think it's a Buffoon Pack angle, though, because these both seem far too... like far too what's the word? Like not niche, but well, I guess niche works as well. Foil Ancient in this Buffoon Pack, you're so right. You're so right. Luna with the tier 1 to Kev. Many thanks. Many thanks, many thanks. You better not throw the one time I vote locked in. I posted something in Art Discord, people should check it out. What is an art? What? Emote potential? Is this the raid emote? Yo, this is fire. Hang on, I gotta do a window cap for this real quick. Fuck it, I'll do a display cap. Don't dox me. No, I can't do a display cap. Hang on. Nah, I'll just full screen it and then I'll display cap. Real quick. Real quick. Raid emote by Luca. Real quick. Display cap. Cinema. Cinema. That's getting added for sure. For sure. Thank you, Luca. Dubs. Dubs in chat. That's actually hilarious. Okay, back to the game. Greedy Joker can beat the big blind even without a flush. I do hate walkie-talkie, though. Buffoon Pack might be a good call. Well, like, Greedy Joker can beat big blind without a flush. It can probably beat boss blind out of without a flush if we use more than one hand, or if we even just get like a little bit lucky. But like, both of these are either both of these after this ante are either draw very specific cards or they do nothing. So I think this is probably an angle where we take Buffoon Pack, just because both of these feel extraordinarily niche. Jolden Joker. Okay, Jolden Joker, we just have to... This is so risky. I think the safer play is definitely Zany here, but Eternal Jolden Joker on black deck is so good. The caveat here is, of course, if we take this and there's nothing in our next shop, then we just die. But I would say the probability of that happening is like very low, even if we just have to find some dumbass like planet level that gets us out. I think this Jolden Joker, if we can just survive the big blind and then find something in the shop, this is like very nice to have. Full house into flush, probably. Taking Zany is admitting defeat. I think you can take Zany for like one blind, but then that defeats the purpose of me going into the Buffoon Pack for different Jokers. So yeah, maybe it's just never Zany there. I'm also 100% not taking rental on black right now. I'd rather die, as if I take the rental, I'm probably dying anyways. I mean, like, I don't know. It's the streaker mindset in me, but I would rather die like 2 antes. Even if it's a really shit run, I would rather die 2 antes from now than die in ante 1. Quick, everyone donate $100 to make Eternal Hype Train. Wait, true. Wait, true. 2 perishable rentals. That's sick. 1 natty perishable. 1 Joker that I just hate. I think with the Jolden, we just take Smiley Face just to have some kind of molt. Don't love that line, but I think it's the safest line. As soon as we get stickerless molt, we can get out, but with the Jolden Joker, and as long as we're getting out in one hand, we're paying for this, so it's fine. No gifties for me tonight. I have to pay rent, $3. Hey, that's A-okay, bruh. No worries. Hiker is horrible. Horrible. Okay, chat. What Jokers? This is not like memes aside, because I know everybody is gonna have their own like meme take. Like if I was to have a meme take, I would say Misprint, even though it's unironically good. I've been talking a lot about like redoing the gold stake tier list, just because I think after having so much win streak experience and so many more hours, I think it would be intuitive to redo it again. What Jokers are F tier? Unironically, what Jokers are either unusable or way too niche in like 99 out of 100 runs? Hiker is definitely one of these. I've been thinking so much about my F tier. Blueprint, you're on thin ice. Showman Idol, yeah, Showman Idol. Even Idol though, even Idol has like niche hits. I guess it's the same thing as Baron though. Like Idol and Baron are just way too niche to build around. Hiker is fine on Plasma Checkered. Hiker is dog shit, dude. I'm sorry. Hiker is not fine. You're adding, even if you're playing flushes, you're adding... First off, it's not good on Plasma. Just full stop. I don't care if I'm wrong with that take. That's just, bro. It's just not good on Plasma, full stop. Checkered, I can see, because 25 chips per flush is, like, okay. The issue is it's adding it to the specific cards. So, like, who cares? Wampy with the raid. Welcome in, Wampy. Loyalty is absolute ass. I hate Loyalty. It has niche. I want to say Loyalty is D, but I just, like, hate Loyalty. What happened the first game? Nothing. Don't worry about it. I didn't take... I acknowledged that the Eternal Jolly Joker was the play, but I wanted to greed, and then I died because I greeded. Where are the mods get the raid emote? I don't think they can put raid... I don't think they can put emotes. Loyalty is a needle solution. It technically has uses. Yeah, but like that's the thing. Like Loyalty card, I'll give you that it can silver bullet bosses. We literally had a Loyalty card run last night, but that's exactly what I'm saying for the F tier. Baron, if we're just saying that everything with a niche is not F tier, Baron and Idol are not F tier, because with Idol you can have fixed decks where retriggers can make it really good. With Baron you can have Mime or Raised Fist, and that makes it really good. But both of those are just so bad in terms of deck fixing. They're just like unbelievably not worth the money for what you put into them, right? Loyalty card has the niche of like silver bulleting bosses, but like we took a loyalty card last night. We had a loyalty card run last night. That is genuinely the first time that I've used it in like 6 months of running this game post C++. So I still think loyalty card is F tier. Glass Joker and Stone Joker, F tier. Stone is D, I think. Glass is definitely not F. You know what's ass? Wily Joker? Disagree, bro. Disagree. They don't get enough hate? Yeah, that's because Glass Joker is good. Glass is C at worst. Saying Glass is C at worst is still, like... is still, like, way too heavy-handed. Glass at anything below B for me is crazy. It's the scaling being permanent is like just so good, and it scales very nicely even if you have one glass card in your entire deck. When have you ever been able to use Glass Joker? I feel like a decent bit. Glass Joker saved me in my gold stake streak. I can't hate. Dude, Glass Joker is goated. It's not goated, but it's good. Seance infinitely worse than Sixth Sense. Yeah, I feel like Seance is definitely another F tier. Just because, like, again, you can get Seance to work, but, like, even on checkered decks, Seance is fucking terrible. And there's just such a the problem with Seance is also, like, twofold. There's just such a dumb window to get it to work in Gold Stake. There's such an unbelievably small window where you can have the deck fixing, where you can be, like, be in a good enough spot to have the deck fixing to ship a straight flush for the Spectral card, but also be able to afford the slot for the Seance and afford giving up a hand for the Seance. It is so unbelievably niche. Like, that's what I'm talking about. If you can take that much, if you can make that much glass, tell me why you're struggling to score. That's exactly why I think glass is good, dude. That's exactly why I think Glass Joker is good, because you only need one glass card in your entire deck, and then you just smash it and you get the times 0.75. That's not infeasible. And one trigger scaling, one glass break scaling by almost ×2 is, like, very good. It's niche, it's uncommon, and it only shows up when you have glass in the deck, so you don't see it that often, but, like, it's good when you see it. Did you know that Blade and Sorcery's ending is not for those with fears of heights? Yeah, funny you should mention that. I did know that. Finally 60% done with C++. Let's go. Huge. Welcome into Sound Podcast. Steel Joker is also ass on Gold Stake. I'm going to hard disagree as well. Glass Joker converts your once in a hand scoring into scoring for every hand. Yeah, exactly. I almost threw up on stream. Shit was gas, unfortunately, bro. This conversation is low-key bringing to light how almost every Joker has a use case. Yeah, but, like, you gotta draw a line somewhere for the like the F tier, right? Every Joker does have a niche. There are runs where Wily Joker is like the best chips Joker, right? But, like, that doesn't mean, like, loyalty card can be goated and can save runs, but if it's goated in 1 out of every 100 runs, then, like, it's still F tier, right? Even if it carries one run, if it's 1% of the time it carries, then it's still dog shit. Sorry I'm late. I had to watch today's Fed announcement about the interest rates. Shit, I should watch that tomorrow. We all agree Showman is F, right? Yeah. I don't think I've ever taken Showman outside of the gold sticker. I don't think there's ever any, like, genuinely no use case Joker. That's what I'm saying. I think Showman is, like, maybe the one Joker in the entire game in gold stake where I can say that I have never once taken a winning line with it. We all agree Throwback is S. That's another controversial take of mine. I genuinely think Throwback is F tier over D tier. Would I be wrong for saying that, chat? Like, obviously I want to put him in S, but, like, jokes aside, am I wrong for saying that Throwback is F tier instead of D? Actual skill issue, not gonna lie. Jokes aside, bro. If 1.1 has better incentives for skipping, it'll still be B at most, given how shit his scaling is. Bro, that's my biggest problem. He's already... That's the biggest problem with Throwback ever. It's bad enough that, like, what it wants you to do to scale it is already, like, one of the worst, if not the worst thing you can do in the entire game for Gold Stake. But also his scaling is just so shit. So shit. It's actually crazy. Throwback is fun and looks cool. Throwback for fun score is definitely, like, top 10 in the game. But for in the context of Gold Stake, dude, it's horrible. Throwback can't even be 0.5 per. It'd be like madness. I unironically think Throwback could get buffed to a glass scale. Yeah, exactly what Wampy said. I unironically think you could buff Throwback to be glass scaling. And it would still... Okay, that's maybe crazy. How much is that? No, that scales a lot over the course of... Yeah, but if you're skipping that much... Dude, you could definitely buff Throwback, and it would still not be as polarizing. 0.5 Throwback would be busted. I mean, would it, though? It's just worse madness, right? Is the worst Econ Joker F tier? Yeah, I feel like Jeezy has a point. Skip an ante and it's a ×2. That's insane. That's really good early game, but like outside of that, it's complete shit still. You should be able to scale Throwback twice with double tags. That would be funny. No, it would not be busted. Yeah, I don't think it would be busted either. I think skipping an ante for ×2 is a very interesting decision. I think it would make it a very niche but very polarizing Joker for like specifically ante 2. I could definitely see lines where like you take Molt Joker first shop, go through ante 1, skip the entirety of ante 2, and then you have ×2 Throwback, and like that's pretty good. Outside of that specific scenario, I don't think it matters. It's also retroactive. That's fair. Yeah, that's a fair thing to bring up. But okay, but also what run... Again, barring changes in the new update that make skipping better, like if we're just talking about skipping in its current state, what run are you skipping more than once? Without Throwback. Like, I feel like saying it's retroactive doesn't make it matter, right? Retroactivity isn't saving Fortune Teller. Well, that's also because Fortune Teller scales like shit, to be fair. Double investment tag. I mean, even that is like usually like double investment tag's good, but that's like not 1 in a million, obviously, but it's extremely niche and it's depending on the deck, like it's a bad play. I guess only on like black deck, but still. All this said, again, I emphasize fuck Diet Cola. Yeah, I high-key agree. Cola is yet another Throwback scenario in my head. He's such a fun Joker, but goddamn, that double tag just literally gets used 0% of the time. It's crazy. I need Cola, though. It's like the most whatever Joker. I wish he was better, because he's so fun. And I will still take him every single time he shows up in my shops, regardless of if he does anything. But, like, God, he just does nothing. Superposition is also pretty bad. Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna have the take that superposition is also dog shit. And I think anybody saying it's not is coping. So what shite is it in this buffoon pack? Oh yeah, true. We're like playing a video game, aren't we? We're never Okay, so the entire conversation was me just saying that this entire like tangent that we've been on for the past like 20 minutes now, it was just me saying Hiker is dog shit. So let's go buffoon pack. This is also dog shit. Cool. We're pretty small blind. I think I'm just getting rid of the smiley face for the banana. I think I'm just swapping one rental for another. Now this has the caveat, the very unfortunate one at that, that if this banana dies immediately, then like we're fucked, but that's okay. That was not worth the time, by the way. Fuck you, we're yapping. What do you mean it wasn't worth the time? The yaps are always worth the time. 8-ball sweeps all 150 Jokers. Crazy. It's pretty bad, but not F. I unironically think superposition is F. 8 ball is better than superposition? Yes. Unironically, bro. That's a Cavendish right there, Shock. Bro. The one nincompoop with the follow. I also learned, Focus Shock, that Cavendish can appear if a perishable banana goes extinct as it perishes. Yes, indeed. Why did the best card in the pack have to be rental? Because that's how Black Deck works. Came back to say that Constellation is my favorite Joker, and good night, Attic Mouse. Shock, I just want you so bad. Let's move on. Do we take Astronomer here? I think we don't take Astronomer. I do unironically think this license is probably not that bad. It's just, like, better Sausage right now because Sausage can go away. I think I'm taking this Ice Cream over the Perishable Banner, just that I have discard levity, and then I kind of want to take this. I skipped on a run 6 times to keep a Perishable Cavendish alive. Yeah, like, that's fair, I guess. I would sell Sausage and take License and Ice Cream. That's what I'm thinking. I think we're overlooking Joker. I'm not taking this Astronomer, bro. Only 2 straights you can make with an ace, which makes superposition ass. Chad at least makes 8 ball viable. Yeah, and straights are just bad in the vast majority of runs. I mean, it depends on the deck, but on the average deck, superposition is just unplayable. This might be a hot take, but I'm going to say it anyway. I think I have procced the superposition the same amount of times in my life as Seance. Smear Joker, also not talked about for being bad, only ever used it for Castle. That's actually true as well. Okay, but you know what is worse? On that same tangent, and I said this the last time we did the, holy, Square Joker red card. I'm not taking the red card because it's fucking with our license and it's also rental here. Like, I just die if I take this, but I probably will take the Squimbo here. Anyway, you know what hill I will not die on? That I still agree with from the previous tier list. 4 Fienders, F tier. 4 Fienders is ass. Shortcut S tier, true. Smeared, Four Fingers, and Shortcut are the kings of being both game-changing and utterly worthless all at the same time. Not even glazing, but, like, you have not played Gold Stake with that mindset. Shortcut is unironically game-changing. That's crazy. But yeah, 4 Fienders I think is horrible. 4 Fienders in your butt. Lol, got him. Mending stream. I can't go on like this. I'm sorry, chat. Alright, we'll take the Squimbo go next. Fiending for Fienders. Also, welcome in, Mitch. If you have Shortcut, you just play straights, no questions. Yeah, Shortcut is like genuinely a signpost build around. Shortcut Smeared and Fienders is useless past anti-4. Just not true. Shortcut's fucking goated. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Up! Well, I have no other value cards in the deck, so there's good news there. Shortcut plus Smeared equals free Strush, which means you can actually use Seance without ending your run. It's still not free Strush. I hate to break it to you. I wish it was that simple. Life would be so much more jovial and happy if it was that simple, but it's not free Strush, which is incredibly unfortunate. Punished for not taking Astronomer, but also if we didn't take Astronomer, we wouldn't have Ice Cream. Then again, we have Squimbo, so punished for not taking Astronomer. Smeared and Fingers are trash jokers, but Shortcut is really good. Yeah, that's the exact take that I have. Shortcut is unironically, like, game warping. Not in the sense of, like, oh, it's broken as shit and needs a nerf, but it's like Ancient, where, like, if you see that shit early, you're just building around it. No ifs, ands, or buts. Seance should make 2 random Spectrals. I mean, dare I say, For gold stake specifically, dare I say that's not even broken? Dare I say that's not even broken? Did I call out nincompoop with the follow? If I didn't, my bad. Bro thinks shortcut is as good as spare trousers. Literally is. Multiplayer Andy's frothing at the mouth. Yeah, I knew that. I knew that was gonna be said the instant that that left my lips. But like, dude, for gold stake balancing though, I think it's an unbelievably fair change. If it proved to be too polarizing for BMP, they could just, I mean, just retcon it the same way that y'all do Chad. But for vanilla gold stake balance, I think that's unbelievably fair. BMP would just make it back to 1. Yeah, exactly. This might be a hot take. I'm not a big fan of Swash. Swash is only good when you need it. Right. I mean, I like a Swash, don't get me wrong, but that's only because Swash saves runs. I'm never, like, ecstatic to see a Swash. And if I am, it's because I was about to die. And it was the only thing that would save my bacon. Swash is just a joker. He's just there, exactly. I imagine in the next update, BMP might not proceed with some of the changes. Do you think so? Like, honestly? That's a take that I've not heard. I would be curious about you elaborating on that, like, genuinely. Like, you don't think it's going to receive more updates? Or, like, what do you mean? Four of diamonds. Don't think that's relevant. Snail's peak insight. Swash's synergy with Soul Card. True. People yap about Swash Egg, but Swash Gift Card is just better. The only people who yap about Swash Egg are noobs. And noobs don't yap about Swash Gift Card because it's, like, just a less common combo, right? Just full stop. If Gift Card was was a common joker, people would yap just as much, if not more, about Gift Card Swash. Also, it's a noob combo. It's not even necessarily a noob combo because it's, like, common, but it's a noob combo because it literally spells itself out. Like, dare I say, aside from maybe Photo Chad, like, Swash Egg is, like, the most intuitive combo in the entire game. Anybody who has played more than, like, 5 minutes of Balatro can look at Swash and look at Egg, and they can connect the dots, right? Another streamer reminder that you have 6 jokers. Did I sell some shit? I don't think I did, but I might be stupid. Is this ever a Planet Merchant angle for Const? I think it's not purely because I have license, right? Baron Mime is obviously #1 because it's in every single popular YouTube video on Balatro. True. You have 6 Joker slots. Thank you, chat. Let's take the Tempe. I guess I could take this. I need more molt. I don't like 2 rentals, but it is what it is. All right. Well, that works too. I think this is just the lineup for right now. That's, dare I say, better. Streamer, by the way, did you know you have 6 Joker slots? Wait, actually? You guys are fucking with me. I don't like this. I don't like when y'all do this. Why does Hone exist? Hot take, Hone is not a bad voucher at all. So many people clown on Hone, and so many people have done it in recent memory. But hot take, Hone is not a bad voucher. Hone is win more? I mean, I guess. I feel like it's not specifically because of polychrome chance. Like, hitting a polychrome can solve the run even if you're like at money, but you don't, even if you have money to buy it, but you don't have scoring, right? Like, I feel like just for the polychrome chance, it's like fine. Because you can take dumbass jokers that have polychrome to win. I'm not saying it's like game breaking or anything, but like I think people who say it's dog shit are mistaken. 2 times chance is not worth it. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely... You could definitely win me over with that take. I wouldn't mind if it got buffed. But I don't think it's, like, unusable in its current state. Also, I'm dead here. I think. Yeah, because I'm making 6 grand with this lineup. I should have taken the banana. I didn't want 2 rentals. I thought Grimbo would be enough. Oh, I could have had a Saturn card and then I just win. Yo, I'm stupid. I'm dumb as hell. Actually, that's like just close enough to maybe barely get out. In which case, if it does, I'm a genius. But I feel like that's not going to be the case. Hold. Hold. Ah, fuck, I only have a pair here. Keep forgetting I'm on black deck. Cool. I'm dead. Bonk. Oh, so it doesn't scale the Grimbo, but ice cream still... Dumbass boss, bro. Gets out with scaling. Well, that's assuming we're on... anything other than black deck, and we can, like, hit our hands without discarding. Local Thunk fixed this. I mean, realistically, like, I don't even think we have to take the banana there. No, we would have had to take the banana there to win. I was gonna say we just take the Saturn card and survive, but we don't hit our... Excuse me, I'm gonna take some water on that note. I don't even think it was a Saturn diff, because we don't hit the third 2 pair, right? And I don't think taking a Saturn level allows us to hit pairs to make it a more consistent route. I think we just have to take the banana and just eat the rental costs. Which is tragic, but if it's the line that wins, it's the line that wins, right? Did someone redeem black? Because why? Yeah, black got redeemed. Black gets redeemed like every other redeem just because it's the worst deck in the game. Which I honestly don't mind because, like, I don't want to get rusty on the worst deck in the game. Alright. Anyway. Should we do a random deck or yellow? I think low-key I'm just going to be yellow deck gaming until people redeem shit. We like learning from Shock's mistakes. That's unironically why I'm here, bro. Alright, prediction is up. We're going to go yellow. Show us some Painted. I feel like, bro, I feel like I've played Painted so much. Plasma for cheese. All right, I already have a gamble going, so I'll play Plasma after this yellow deck. But I will play Plasma. I got you, though. Plasma's another one that I gotta brush up on. The last couple of Plasmas have also went, like, not that bad, dare I say. All right, folks, I'm gonna hop off. Going to Focus 2 live stream. Learn for college exams. Stay safe, pea shooter. Have you? I actually don't remember the last time you played it. I don't either. I mean, I could check the spreadsheet. I feel like the last time... it's been pretty 50-50, actually, I think. No, last time we played it, we did it for a whole stream, and I went 50-50. That's, I mean, dare I say 50-50 on Plasma? Not bad. Dare I say 50-50 on Plasma? Not bad. Plasma is fuck-ass feast or famine? Yeah. I personally only like Plasma for the early game, then it falls off for me. I feel like that's pretty intuitive. Plasma's just, like, whiplash the deck, because Plasma early game is so unbelievably free, and then Plasma late game... even Plasma mid game is just, like, such an attrition grind. All right, prediction is damn near wrapped up, so I'm going to click play. Economy tag, boss tag. Either of those. Go for the straight here. Probably still worse than going for the flush, but I can fuck around a little bit. We're on yellow deck. Let's go for the diamonds now. Pair into diamonds flush, surely. Nope, I didn't get it. I was about to brag. News I can get a space heater. We're saved. Yo, that's actually sick. GG's for not, like, freezing to fucking death. God damn, dude. Plasma is for sure a grind. Love it. I don't know if I love it, but... I will say Plasma's the most cathartic win in the game when you get it. Plasma Deck Gold Stake is the most, like, is the biggest dopamine hit you can get from Gold Stakes, and I'll die on that. But the majority of the time, it's just, like, such a grind. Smiles? I high-key don't like smiley face. More than Black Deck? Yes. I mean that, truly. Clever Joker's, like, okay. I think I just want Arcana Pack, man. Devil card? Sure. Bang. Plasma mid-game is like Black early game? Dude, unironically. Plasma after, like, Anti-4 is literally just hope you're fond of your Jokers, because you're just locked into them now. This is funny. I could take. This is also funny. I could take. Investment tag. Let's go Grimbo. Let's go funny Polychrome. Of course, the hook with Grimbo. Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. Plasma is just like, hey, purple stake scaling is funny, isn't it? True. Splash pivot. I love Violet Vessel on Plasma Deck so much. Yeah, me too. It's my favorite thing ever. It's my favorite boss. You and me both, bro. I love having to score 2.4 million points on the dumbass Plasma Deck. My favorite thing about this game. Right now, Hook should be fine for only, like, pair, yeah. Knows it by heart? I do know it by heart because it's so frustrating. Like, I want Rebate, but I think Burger's just maybe better. Rebate with Grimbo being our only source of plus mult just kills me. List on pair. You can get the best of both worlds. Vessel on Plasma is just how the hell did we get here? Vessel on Plasma is how the hell did we get out? That might be the most... that might be what feels, at least, like the most unwinnable boss in the entire game. Vessel on Plasma. 2.4 million points on Gold Stake Anti-8 is just, like, such a gigantic what the fuck. Like, that, I mean, it's still definitely possible because it's just Plasma Deck shenanigans, but it feels in the moment like it's the most insurmountable thing ever. And for a lot of runs it is, in fairness. Like, you always need a game plan. You always need a game plan for Vessel anyway, but, like, you especially need one for Plasma Deck. Just gonna rip my gold. Fuck this stupid ass, chud ass game. I like it so much because Vessel punishes you for going chips because it's always a Molt Plasma. Never a Molt Plasma. Sorry. Never a Molt Plasma. I'll die on this hill. I'll die on this hill. Reroll Glut's funny. Probably I take. No, probably I fucking don't because I have no plus mults to my name. I mean, I guess I'm rerolling anyway, though, right? This is on high card. Whee! Like, I just need you, I think. Which is very awkward. I'm playing this very badly, by the way. If you couldn't tell. I'm gonna test the waters here. Let's do one of these. Aren't chips usually the play when it comes to plasma deck? That's what I've found the most success with. I think it's still pretty debated. I use my chips on plasma like my suits on checkered. Just get me to the next shop. That's a fair take, I suppose. This wins with Acro, surely. We're paying the rent. What time zone are you in? Catching a 1:30 a.m. stream is insane. I'm U.S. Central, baby. Welcome in, thinking caveman. I think it's the play as Doc thinks it's the play, and I'm a meta sheep. Yeah, for real. Unironically, that is my justification as well. Take you. Take you. Give me money, thank you. Take you. Reroll. That's pretty cool. Can I get rid of Acro for you? The question is, like, doesn't matter. I think the answer is no. My favorite deck is Painted Deck, and I only play straight flushes, and if I can't, then I reset and go again. We have found the most unbelievably based player in this game. Winning attitude be like? Yo, for real. Jukebox Jared with the follow. You take this Joker because Doc takes it. I take it because I'm going to die otherwise. Uh, 14 of diamonds on top. Decidedly not great. Chip the pair. I think I'm just not getting list value. I should have taken popcorn over list. I think we'll still be fine. What's everyone's favorite prehistoric animal? Mine is Sarcosuchus, I think, which is an ancient croc that grew up to 40 meters. That's huge. I don't have a favorite prehistoric animal because I'm not that much of a nerd. Not even in a derogatory sense, just like I never was attention deficit enough to get into like prehistoric biology, I guess. I do not strategize. I do not save money. I play flushes, and if the boss blind counters my suit, I die. Yo, it's the Unseen Explosion on an alt account. That's huge. Welcome in, buddy. What's up? What's up, Jude? Welcome in. I mean, Satellite's just better than List, but they both suck here. That's a foil. Gimme. That's a burger. Also gimme. I think we're fine now. Can't believe Harold, who lied about his name, is in Twitch chat right now. Sick. Streamer, what's your favorite deck? I honestly don't know. It's rotated quite a bit. My go-to answer was usually Ghost, but Ghost has been such a bitch to me as of recent that I don't think it's my answer anymore. I think Ghost and I have broken up. Streamer loves Zodiac? No, I don't like Zodiac. I think Zodiac is overglazed. Focus Shock, I see a burger bust Cerulean Bell that chooses face card. Yeah. Well, at least I'll get to ante-8. I can at least feel like I'm winning. That's okay. If that happens, you know, I'll die happy. I'll die, but I'll die happy. What's your least favorite deck? Cannot say black. In general or for Gold Stake? Because if it's for Gold Stake, then it's Plasma and it's not close. Plasma, I think I would unironically say is my least favorite over black, actually, for Gold Stake. If we're just talking in general, Nebula deck. Not because it's bad, but because I find it annoying as all hell. Anaglyph is a close second, but I think Nebula is the just barely the winner. I like touching my tarot cards and not getting to do so on Nebula deck feels really bad. Feels really stinky. I love Anaglyph deck. I don't like Anaglyph deck. Anaglyph deck is so buns. That is yet another deck where, like, I purely just don't like it because people glaze it way too much. IMO, at least. People be talking about, especially for, like, C++ grinding, people be talking about Anaglyph deck like it's the second coming of Christ, dude. That shit is not that good. They should make Anaglyph deck, but it's all orbital tags. Now you're speaking my language. I love your Uranus with Nebula deck and play a high card build. +2, the only time on my stream where I will ever not read Uranus as Uranus. Do I take this Polychrome with the Chad? I think no. I think the Chad is literally only a right now play. With the amount of hands that we have, I think this is definitely takeable. Especially with Burger. And it's hollow. That's kind of sick. I could do that. Prefacing, Squimbo is better. Welcome to the team. Andy's foil. Like, I have to, man. You see? Nope. Glorp is better. My goat. My goat. Glorp is better. Don't hit me up. Don't at me. Glorp is better. Also, what is this wheel, bro? Glorp W? I love Glorp. Glorp has been popping off so much for me as of recent. It's actually crazy. It's enough to make a grown woman cry. I love Glorp. Genuinely, Glorp might be surpassing Shortcut as my favorite Joker in the game. I'm gonna say that, and then he's gonna hit me with some bullshit like in the update video again where he doesn't trigger on like a dozen hands, and then I'm gonna crash out on him. But until that happens, favorite Joker. Glorp is just so funny, man. 5 of spades. All right, we'll just play a high card because we have a pair. Oh, hell nah. Glorp is deserving. Glorp is deserving. Dare I say. I shan't have the Glorp slander in this chat. I love Ancient Joker, shortcut number 2. YouTube is bums for taking Shock's money away. What do you mean taking Shock's money away? They're not taking my money, to my knowledge. We'll go Magician cards, Tempe. Glorp is worth at least $6 every round. Dude, for real. He always procs, too. Synergy with Oops is fun as hell, too. Speculative Oops is also something that I've been doing far more often. I've been taking more and more speculative Oopses. Just because, like, speculative Oops is literally just find lucky card simulator, and if you get one money hit, if it's early enough, you just win the entire game because you snowball, like, crazily out of control. Sell one Scaling Joker for more Glorp procs. That could maybe be spicy. I like that. We'd be selling a ×2. So yeah, we could still get out. Chat, do we like it? I'm gonna not do it just because I'm a wuss and it feels shaky to me. But I do like the line, and probably it is a better line than what I'm doing. My oops lucky cards hit so many $20 hits. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, oops with lucky cards is just game over. A lot of the time, dare I say. Hungman. Oh, I want the cert so bad. I guess with no purple seals allowed, this kind of hurts. But blue seals would be sick. Honestly? Yo, I'm gonna take this guy just for all the Glass Joker haters earlier. He's rental, so I definitely shouldn't, but I just don't care. I'm doing it. Y'all can't stop me. This is definitely what's gonna kill the run, by the way. Like, almost assuredly. Good call out on Lucky Proc. 1 money proc early in the right hands is GG. Like, literally. It's got to be early for it to be, like, that polarizing, but, like, anti 1 or 2 money hit is literally just GG 99% of the time, unless you're on, like, a dog shit deck or just have, like, the worst luck of all time. It's going to be real bad if you lose, by the way. Yeah, I know. I'm at least not doing it right now. Glorp's going to proc because I'm playing a hand that is not my regular hand. Never mind. W Glorp. I'll never talk shit on you again. This works, right? If this doesn't work, I'm going to be sad, but I'm pretty sure this works. Okay, yeah, it does. Now we just win. Because it's, like, pretty adjacent to what Bus was. And now we just get... If we get, like, one more Glass Joker trigger, then we're, like, turbo chilling. I'm just going to go next. Glass Joker is good. I just don't use him that much because I can never hold on to glass cards enough to find him. Dude, unironically, glass cards with... just using glass cards is half a hungman. I've fallen off of doing it for the longest time, but I've been getting back into doing it. Dude, when you smash your glass cards on, like, ranks that you don't care about, it feels so nice. Oh, hey, Money Tree, like a good green deck? True. Better play there is misprint, but I don't care. I'm too lazy to go into the menu. I'm just going to keep it a stack with y'all. Just going to keep it open and honest. For some reason, I didn't think Glass procced with Hungmen. I know Glass Joker does not proc with Immolate. And to my knowledge, that is not an intended feature. That is a bug. But Glass Joker, if you Immolate Glass in a Spectral pack, I think it has to be in a Spectral pack as well, but it might just be Immolate in general. But breaking Glass with Immolate actually does not proc it. Glass Joker doesn't work with any Spectral cards? Gotcha. Spectral's breaking Glass actually just delays the scaling until the next time Glass breaks. Wait, actually? Oh, I didn't know it worked for that. What? I didn't know it worked like that. That's crazy. That's also a fun Oops synergy, using Oops to hang Glass cards you don't want. Yeah, true. When is the new update coming? Local Thunk said it was coming last September. It was supposed to come sometime in 2025. Now it is just on a it'll be out when it's out basis. There's no concrete release date. There's not even an idea to my recollection, to my knowledge. Everybody's speculating that it's going to be sometime this year. I would not be surprised if it was sometime this year. But I am not going to perpetuate that it is going to be sometime this year because nobody knows for certain. Hopefully no Blue Seal nerf. I don't want one, but I think realistically it should happen for balancing. Like, I don't want one just because I like Blue Seals. My Blue Seal nerf take is the exact same as the people commenting on my update video when I say that Chad needs a nerf. It's the exact same people as all those people. It's the exact same, like, feeling as all those people being like, don't nerf Chad, it doesn't need it. Like, yeah, it does need it. You just don't want to lose a plaything. It's actually going to be tonight. My uncle is local Thunk. What would you even nerf Blue Seals to? I don't know. Streamer, you forgot to gamble the wheel? I did not forget. I just didn't do it. How would they nerf Blue Seals? Nobody knows. That's the other reason why I am, like, skeptical about Blue Seal nerf. I think they do need one just in terms of balancing because they are so polarizing. But like every blue seal nerf that gets like suggested is like utter dog shit IMO. Almost every blue seal nerf is like horrible suggestion. Really glad I only played those two, because that probably means that like all of these cards are fucking face cards, which is really sad. Blue seals should be 1 and 2 to create the right planet, and oops makes it guaranteed. Dude, I feel like making blue seals a probability based thing is like such an unbelievable cop out. I feel like that's just not good design. Am I wrong for that take? I feel like that's just not good design. I would like less probability, really. I wouldn't mind more probability stuff. I wouldn't mind more like interactivity with probabilities in the game, but that, yeah, it's exactly what Snails said. Like, doesn't, like, making blue seals a 1 and 2 for the exact same effect just literally makes it more polarized. Like, it just perpetuates the same problem. Because if it's a 1 and 2 chance to proc, but it's the same exact effect, then you still just spam pair builds, because then you can cram more blue seals into your deck. Like, if it's 1 and 2 for the exact same effect, then you just fucking death the shit out of your blue seals. I mean, you do that already, but, like, then you would do it even more post-update. Like, that doesn't... It's a nerf, but, like, not really. Like, it doesn't solve the core problem of them being, like, very polarizing. That just incentivizes people to just make way more blue seals, right? It's a bit wordy and long, but the idea is that blue seals should be X in 6 chance to create a planet card, where X is the number of scored cards and it triggers each hand. If it triggers each hand, that's broken, even for pairs. The answer is to fuck Mercury up, but people, including Doc Spector, aren't ready for that. Again, nerfing pairs, not the answer. Make everything else better, dude. Make everything else better. Create 2 planet cards, destroy the seal. I wouldn't mind that. I think that would be nice. I think the one thing that would piss people off with that is it would lose mime synergy, but like I'm honestly okay with that. I would be pissed about it. I wouldn't like if it lost mime synergy, but like I would be fine with that. I think it losing mime synergy is reasonable to make it like, you know, less of a problem. Doc made a video about how large hands need to be more powerful because pairs are too powerful. That's what I'm saying, dude. Pairs don't need a nerf. Just like bridge the gap between the hands. You don't need to make pairs. I mean, pairs are never going to be dog shit, but you don't need to make pairs worse just because every other hand is dog shit. Not every other hand, but you catch my drift. The game is already too easy, not gonna lie. That's why pair needs to be dog shit. Unbelievably brain rotten take. Unbelievably brain... Like, genuinely cannot even tell if you're trolling type of take. That's the take of somebody who spends all of their time in the Balatro community, which I'm not necessarily saying that's a bad thing, but thinking about, like the game, dare I say, should not be balanced around people like me who play it. The game should not be balanced around people who play Gold Stake for thousands of hours, bro. That is an unbelievably bad take. I have a stream idea. You play Gold Stake until you lose, and when you lose, you have to gamble the chips of the blind on slots in USD in a casino. Stream only ends when you hit jackpot. That's crazy. White stakers already don't play pairs. It won't change anything. Hello? Local Thunk should just add all of Cryptid. Wait, true. You're onto something. Game is easy on like white to black stake. Yeah. But that's also not the take that noobs have. I guess the balancing is not for like noobs, but like still. The big issue is that there are 14 other decks that aren't checkered. All right, we're just feeding into the rage bait at this point. Cool Thunk should delete Balatro. We need a full house and straight flush meta. I think straight flush being niche is fine. It just needs to... I would like more straight flush technology other than fucking seance. I think straight flush being niche is fine because its scaling is bonkers and it also feels majestic then to play a straight flush build. But like, especially with blue stake, bro, like straight flush is just impossible to play. And there's like no incentive other than like, haha, cool, straight flush. Also, I've been avoiding playing. I'm just now locking into the fact that I've been avoiding playing faces this whole time when I don't have busts in my fucking lineup anymore. I wish you could build around sevens. Yeah, I've been saying that for like ages. Sevens not having a signpost like build around Joker is crazy. Full house needs to be not dog shit. Full agree. Full agree. That's another thing that I'm really hoping gets a buff. Even if it's just like Earth card gets a buff. I would really like to see full house specific technology, but even if it's just like a flat Earth buff and that's all it gets, I would be okay with that, bro. There's literally zero incentive to play full house right now. Honestly, if it was more 3-oak Jokers too, I don't mind, like, yeah, I wouldn't mind that either. 3-oak doesn't feel bad right now, though, just because there are decks that work intuitively with it. Like 3-oak is good on Abandoned deck, and it's good on Painted. And it's good on Erratic. So, like, I feel like it doesn't need that much help, but Earth is just literally worse 2-pair and worse 3-oak. Because it's marginally more scaling than 3-oak, but you need to be fixing for 2 cards at once, which is stupid. And then it's synergizes with all the same things as 2-pair. Like 2-pair is already in a state where the only reason you're playing 2-pair is if you're on Erratic deck or if you have pants. And full house is just literally like, okay, I get like 1 more molt. Who cares? Full house is actually almost as hard to hit as straights. I would believe it, man. I know that pairs are easy to make, but what makes them so much better than high card? Yeah, exactly what Caveman said, just better chip scaling. Also, I would say they synergize marginally better with the majority of Jokers, with the majority of like spam tech Jokers. Hello, random polychrome, not now. I mean, I could ecto here. I'm fine with that. We got the purple Grimbo. I can take the random polychrome now. Let's go. But high card is Baron. Oh, true. True. I think there should be the blank Joker for full house. I agree. That wouldn't like save it by any means. But I agree. And I also think it should be... See, here's the thing, though. A full house having a Joker like Trio or like Family, it would have to be more than Trio for a time. So, like, because, like, otherwise, why wouldn't you just play 3-oak, right? I guess it wouldn't be. I guess the idea is if you could make a full house Joker that is also ×3, and then if you find Trio, you can play either 3-oak or full house, or if you find the full house correspondent, then you just play full house. Hot take, the order doesn't need to exist, just give that to full house. I mean, yeah, you're kind of right. I think the order... I don't know, dude. Either the order or family. Family can go. Family can go. Family sucks. I'm sorry. Family is horrid. Family can go. I'm in favor of keeping order, and just getting rid of family. They do not call me Vin Diesel. One more reroll and I could have blocked there for the optimal setup. It's okay. If they buff 3-oak but not full house, I'm going to kill someone. That would just be like horrible balancing. 3 Oak needs no buffs right now. The only buff that 3 Oak needs in the game's current state is the buff that it's gonna indirectly receive when Blue Stake gets turned into something else. That's literally the only buff that it needs. If 3 Oak gets a direct, I don't mind if it gets more technology, but if it gets a direct buff, that's like just why. Like that would make utterly no sense. Crimson Heart is fine. I think it'd be cool if there were secret jokers that unlocked when you played a secret hand. I mean, there's already secret and like Glass Joker is a secret joker. It doesn't pull up unless you have Glass unlocked. So I feel like that would be fun. It would be annoying for C++, like you just said, but like that's fine, I think. I don't think you need to balance the game around like C++ achievers would be pissed, but like I don't think you need to balance the entire game around an achievement. Potential brain rot take. 4 Oak and 3 Oak feel very weird to play because it feels like you should be always be playing towards 5 Oak flush 5, but can't really get those till post endless most of the time without really good RNG. 3 Oak is more spammable and 4 Oak is where you for gold stake. For white stake, I agree with you, but I don't think white stake is ever like I feel like gold stake is where you look for balancing, since the game is balanced around anti-8 and like white stake is just kind of free. But like in gold stake, you never play 5 Oak. You never play 5 Oak and you seldom play flush 5. So 3 Oak is like what you play if you want to spammier build, and 4 Oak is like what you play if you want to, you know, wins in one type of build. 5 Oak and flush 5 are both usually just too niche. But like I agree with you on flush 5 though. The only reason to play 5 Oak is when your 4 Oak isn't leveled at all, but you need the scoring quick. Yeah, exactly. That's another thing, bro. That's another, like, full house. That's another, like, full house case. Like, 5 Oak needs something. 5 Oak and full house needs something to make them more enticing than 2 pair and 4 Oak, respectively. Because, like, in the game's current state, even if I have the deck fixing, why the fuck am I playing 5 Oak over 4 Oak? It just does not make sense. It scales marginally better, but I can ship less of them and need more deck fixing. Who cares? Who cares? When do you ever play Flush House, TBH? I mean, I kind of agree, but Flush House at least has like a little bit of novelty with it. Stuff that like is all the same suit will always have some novelty. Synergizes with Flush and like 2 pair shit, I guess. I feel like Flush House is pretty achievable. No, it's not. What am I saying? I'm bitching about... Well, that's the thing. I'm bitching about Full House, but Full House doesn't feel bad because it doesn't score. Full House feels bad because it's just stupid. Blue Seal's better with 4 Oak? Yeah, exactly. You can't make a 5 Oak Joker easily because it's a secret hand. Even if you do, it's going to be some dog shit like Idol. I'm literally fine with that. I'm literally... Something, dude. Something. Something. Like, 5 Oak even being in the game is just a formality at that point if it does... Even if it's a dog shit something, just like something to make it enticing. Anything. I would like a planet buff just so like, ooh, I can play this over like... But then if you give it a planet buff, you need to give Flush 5 a planet buff because 5 Oak being more than Flush 5 doesn't make sense. But then if it's still less than Flush 5... Yeah, I guess you just can't really fix 5 Oak. Because if you give 5 Oak a planet buff, I mean, I guess you can do like a... It doesn't even make sense to do like a Flush House thing where it's like less chips, more molt. Because it requires less fixing, technically. I don't know. Just make 5 Oak insta-win the run? True. I feel like you would just need to make it a Joker, because if you give it a planet buff, then it's just, why don't I play 5 Oak over Flush 5, and then it's the opposite problem. I guess... See, that's the weird thing, though, is that Flush 5 is, like, As ass backwards as it seems to say, flush 5 is easier to fix for than 5 oak. Because usually if you're playing like big hands like that where you need like a shitload of ranks, like you're not achieving that from strength and taking from standard packs, you're deathing cards. To make 5 oak more tempting, obviously just make flush 5 harder to make and remove deaths from the game. Get this guy off of the design team immediately. Don't forget about the goat Ouija. I mean, that's exactly the problem that we're talking about, man. If we're really bringing up Ouija as a defense case for 5 oak, I mean, like, bro. If we're really bringing up the quintessential, like, worst spectral card in the entire game, besides maybe Sigil to defend 5 oak, like, what are we doing, man? Like, what are we doing? I feel like extra jokers for flush 5 will always feel like win more jokers. That's what I'm saying, 5 oak jokers. If I said flush 5, then I'm stupid. 5 oak, I think, needs specific jokers. Appreciate the GGs. It's so good on painted deck. It's like I8 on painted deck. It's better than average, but I would still say it's not like incredible. It's only good in painted deck if you get it early game as well. Like if you're taking an anti-6 Ouija, like even if you're on painted deck with like paintbrush, like who cares? Jamble is locked in. Sigil is goated. What are you talking about? You get Sigil from Seance and use it for another Spectral. It's so good. I don't know if that's a hot take, but I said it in the update video. I think Sigil feels like the most nothing burger Spectral card in the entire game. I feel like Sigil is the most, like, meh consumable. Sigil is great for spectral blocking. That's exactly what I'm saying. All right, we have a plasma deck redeem now. At least Sigil doesn't kill you. I mean, yeah. Sigil has use cases, but like some. I mean, what use cases does it have, man? Are you ever seeing a Sigil and thinking to yourself, okay, I'm pivoting to a flush build? Chalkboard, so it's a 50-50 to be good. You should play Rust. Nice try, Noah. Aren't flushes also considered weak? Yeah, I would say so. I would say in the current meta, if you're playing flushes, my question to you would be, why aren't you playing pairs? And your answer to me should be either Photo Chat or Ancient Joker. And if you don't say either of those, I think you're just playing wrong, dude. Or you're on Checkered deck. Checkered deck also obviously makes sense. But if you're not on Checkered, I think your answer for playing flushes should literally only be, I got Photo Chat or I got Ancient Joker. My answer will be I like variety in my runs. Yeah, but like, see, that's the sentence of somebody who plays this game for fun, and like that's not allowed. I think in my C+ grind I used Grim 3 times max, and it's only because I had a hologram. That's like the only thing it synergizes with. We also need more Aces technology, for sure. Aces only having Scholar is like unbelievably cringe. Scholar is cool, but like it's not a signpost build around. I would love it if aces and sevens, because aces are like the biggest rank and sevens are like the lucky, like the number 7 is like the lucky number, right? So I think it makes sense for both of those to have like a signpost build around, so to speak. Even if it's something niche like 8-ball, dude. Just give them something. Anyway, plasma deck. I gotta lock in a little bit because I'm bad at Plasma Deck, and I also have not played it for a while. All right, we take the rare skip, and it's a Wii. I'm locked. We'll go misprint here for flush. Actually, I think it's always 2 pair on first blind. Probably doesn't matter that much. Queen of diamonds. I'll go like this. Okay, we'll get the flush. 7s should be lucky cards by default. That would be funny. You should get something each time you play 6 7s. Ace has superposition. I think you're making its case worse. Was that trans banner? Do I have I think I have trans banner. Yeah, I do have trans banner. I don't take buffoon packs. I know Jeezy is gonna get mad at me for that. But listen, I listen to the doc when he says don't take buffoon packs. So many people in YouTube chat playing the game for fun or something. Yeah, true. What was the misprint technology? Essentially, if you hover over misprint, it tells you what's on the top of your deck. I mean, like, sure. This makes my money back in ante too, so like that's fine. When you chip meta, gotta save, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. One of these times I should try doing molt meta. I don't like it, but one of these times I should try it just to see what all the hubbub's about, so to speak. Obviously changed name, but 8-ball should be the 7s Joker, because like gambling, Schmeckles would be crestfallen if that happened, but I'm not necessarily going to say that I disagree. Let's go next. Could have been Celestial Pack angle there. I'm okay with not taking it. Actually, wasn't there a standard pack there? I probably should have taken the standard pack just because early blue seal wins games on Plasma. Those are both okay. Don't love this rough gem because that pulls me out of making spades for Arrowhead, but I mean, realistically, that's probably not the biggest deal in the world. Excuse me. Each scored 6 gives time 7. True and based. Four of clubs. Hit him with one of these. Hello? Queen of clubs. No rebate value, but we'll hit him with one of these. If you could remove one boss blind from the game, which would you do? Fish. Not necessarily because it's polarizing or because it's too hard, but because I hate it. I hate the fish. So bad. As if bigger hands weren't enough, let's just punish every single bigger hand build with a blind that just draws your entire deck face down after one playable hand. The fish is so ass, dude. What an absolutely chud boss. Same, fish would get the axe. That's what I'm saying, bro. People saying ox and the flint, I'm not going to disagree because those both suck, but flint is just so annoying. Even house is like annoying, but house is at least like, okay, it's only the top deck hand is drawn face down, so like that can still screw you out of like playing the hand that you need, but like it's effectively just the water where you throw away your discards and then you see like more shit from your deck, then there's like not a boss. Flint is literally just needle, but it kills you slower. You get one playable hand, and if that doesn't get you out, then you just have to leave it into... You just have to put it in RNGesus's hands, which never works out well. Dog shit ass pack. When I was first playing the game, I said Serpent was the worst blind in the game until I learned how to read. That's so fair, man. Every boss should be the wheel, and it's a random 1 in X chance every time. Hate the eye. I don't mind the eye just because it silver bullets pair builds, dude. I mean, I know I'm John pair spammer behind, like, maybe Doc and Espa, but, like, pairs have it too good, man. If there was no eye and no needle in this game, there would literally be no reason to not just force pairs every single run. Except for maybe, like, Vessel. Also, I'm dead because I didn't take a chip joker. What the fuck am I doing? Yapping too much? I'll answer y'all's questions for you. I mean, we still have, like, pretty decent Uranus level. I think I'm just not allowed to greed for rebate. What would the Focus Shock boss do? It's actually a good-ass question. Welcome in, Unseen. 5 of spades. I also dislike Tooth punishes big hands. Yeah, I agree. Eye is the only reason pair can't win every run. That's what I'm saying. Why do a few YouTubers seemingly despise Celestial boosters? Because they're just bad for what they are. They're usually, like, they're the worst value in the game, and I don't think it's close, as far as packs go. It's a random chance. You only play, unless you're playing, like, some niche shit like Obelisk, you only are playing one hand per round, or per run, usually, so it's a random chance to get one planet level. For, like, it's a 1 in 3 chance to get one planet level for $4, and it's like just above a 1 in 2 prior to blocking for $6. That's like a pretty bad rate. Also, blue seals. Yeah, blue seals make that polarizing. Yeah, they're just the worst value. Even standard packs, like, just because of the existence of seals, standard packs are just better value on average, because even if you just pull like a purple seal that doesn't even fit into your build, you're still like generating money off of that. Even if you don't hit like Hermit's Temperances, you're still generating value, right? So a lot of people are critical of Celestial packs. Ditch the king here. Yeah, like I said, I think we just don't greed for rebate and we're fine here. Okay. Tooth does not only punish big hands. What? I mean, it punishes them disproportionately, right? If you're playing pairs, there's always just the chance that you can get by with shipping 2 cards per hand, right? As opposed to big hand builds, you got to ship at least 1 5-bomb. Usually more, though. Scary Face is a win con. Almost forgot what deck that I was playing and almost just, like, quick glanced past that. How did we not die? We have a level, I think, 4 2-pair. Yeah. I thought we had 0 scoring. We do, but we have a level 4 2-pair, and we're on Plasma deck. So, you know, kind of sexy. Let's take these. Celestials can be iffy sometimes, even if you have Telescope. Can I say that Telescope is a bad voucher? Can I say that Telescope is a bad voucher? Telescope is yet another pair spam rewarder. Which, don't get me wrong, again, John pair spam here, but, like, it's stinky for big hands. Because, like, if you're playing a straights build with Telescope, unless you're getting super lucky, high card's going to be locked in your Telescope, and it only gets more polarizing the bigger hand that you play. If you're playing 4-oak, high card's going to be hard locked in your Telescope. So Telescope, that's why I think Telescope, unless you're doing 2-pair, is unironically not worth it for Gold Stake Plasma. Unless you're doing, like, 2-pair or maybe 3-oak specifically on Plasma, you're just, like nuking one slot in your celestial packs every time. One 5-card hand is -$5, but 2 pairs is -$4, and that's not including unscored cards. So you're saying pairs need to be worse? Not necessarily. I think Telescope is just, again, disproportionately designed. It's not a bad voucher, but there's better ones like Reroll Money Seed or Sale. Yeah. Observatory and Gold Stake secretly slaps. Yeah, I agree. Observatory is a sleeper in Gold Stake. Love Observatory. Also, since I was talking shit about Nebula earlier, not that I think it matters that much, but can we talk about how fucked up it is that Nebula nerfs its own tier 2 voucher by giving you -1 consumable slot? I don't think it matters on the vast majority of runs, but can we talk about how fucked up that is? That actually pisses me off. Play this deck Nebula, it's a sad day. I'll get you with that. With the way that this run is going, since I'm just yapping my nuts off, probably that's going to be next stream. But I got you. Nebula's buns. I think Nebula, like, I mean, I say it all the time. I think Nebula's above average win rate. It just sucks to play. It sucks to play and it doesn't feel cathartic to win. It's just kind of there. This early is kind of nice. Is like, do I ever take this? I think I don't. Like, this is cool for temperance value, but when it's eternal, I think I just don't take it just because, like, Invis is so good on plasma. Superposition our collective goat. Yeah, true. Here, hold this. Immediately punished. List on 2-pair, yoink. Helps our Crimson Heart chances? Yeah, maybe, actually. I laugh, but that is a fair take. Okay, buddy. I think Nebula, to make the -1 consumable more tolerable, the deck should give per KO for free. I agree. I high-key agree, man. I don't want this. I think this is, especially anti-4, this is too slow. I think Runner is too slow anyway. I'm going to keep it a stack, but I think especially where we're at in the game, it's a bit slow for my liking. Superposition is good really early when you want to play high straights anyway. I mean, our flush is not always just better, though. And easier to draw. I'm a superposition supporter. I mean, I like it mechanically. It does a neat thing. I just think it sucks. It's a lot like Loyalty Card. I want to like Loyalty Card. It does a neat thing, but in practice, it's just terrible, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to sack one hand here in the speculation that I can get more rebate value if I do that. Loyalty Card is an anti-8 winner, which is good if you're doing streaks. I mean, yeah. I don't know. It feels weird.
I'm working on a mod and I'm trying to make a Joker that retriggers scaling Jokers. It is infuriating. GL with their runs. Also trans rights, transgender flag emoji, transgender flag emoji, transgender flag emoji.
Thank you so much, Caveman, for the 10 super chat. Best of luck with the modding and W trans rights. Many thanks, man. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for hanging out. Ooh, yummy. Transgender flag emoji. That's going to be my stim for the next, like, 6 weeks. It's going to be bad. What about trans wrongs? Wait, true. Has anybody ever thought of this? Hi, are you anti-Semitic? Typo. Oh, what an unbelievable first-time chat. Damn, that's a wild typo. Banger alert. YouTube chat? YouTube chat. It's always YouTube chat. I'm taking this despite the fact that I said runner is too slow. What was that even supposed to be? I have no idea. That's so funny. Holy shit. Ghost with the VIP. Let me go chew with that right now before I forget. This run is genuinely going to take me until like 4 in the morning. I'm just like, this is the least locked in I've been for a run in like so long. They're calling it the +2 to end all +2s. True. I've been so unbelievably not locked in, and we're playing Plasma deck, which is like my worst win rate deck. VIP. There we go. Back to Stream Manager. Blood Demon with the follow. And you have a Nebula after this? Well, the Nebula is going to be tomorrow. I think no matter what at this point. I can't even think what the correct thing would be. Yeah, I have no idea. They did not... I'm assuming it was a troll comment because they just did not elaborate. Like, I think it was a genuine typo, but I think they were just going to type some troll shit and they just left because they were embarrassed. I don't know if that's actually the case. Correct me if I'm wrong so that I'm not slandering your name, but that's crazy. Wait, I don't have seed money. We're losing because Shock doesn't believe in Molt Plasma? Damn right. I would rather die a Chips believer, bro. I would rather die a Chips believer than win a Molt enjoyer. That needs to be put on my headstone. Somebody get on it. My first VIP. Yay, huge. Congrats, Ghost. WVIP, dude. Yo, can I get some Falcon rebate value, dude? I guess that's just not allowed. Does this win? Hopefully not. They're asking if you like the double tag deck. They said, hi, are you anti-Semitic? So they would be asking if I, Focus Shock, am the Anaglyph deck. Which is honestly even funnier than what they said initially. So I really hope that's the case. I really hope Adalo's correct. Edalo? Adalo? I'm sorry. I do this to you literally every time you pull up in my chat. Edalo? Adalo? It's Edalo. It's Edalo. I'm locking in on that. It's Edalo. I'm so bad at this. I'm sorry. I do that literally every time you pull up, man. I apologize profusely. Sorry. Okay. Sorry I got auto-corrected. I was going to ask, are you antithetical to the popular yet seemingly erroneous notion that modded Balatro supersedes the vanilla experience? That question is 10 times better. Yeah, that's huge. Both are okay? Okay, thank you. I love trading card, but it's basically useless blue stake plus. I disagree. Are you antithetical to the popular notion that modded Balatro supersedes the vanilla experience? I guess technically, because I don't play Erroneous. Okay, that's what I figured it was. But I am also kind of stupid, so I didn't know. I guess I technically am, because I'm a vanilla gamer. But, like, modded is cool. It's just not my cup of tea. Not my thing. Not my thing. All right. I'm gonna need some technology here. Okay, but why hasn't Focus Shock answered the first question? Because I would hope that I wouldn't have to? Question mark, exclamation mark? God, exclamation point? Also, I'm dead here. Bang. So-called vanilla gamer using at least 2 mods, suspicious? Okay, buddy. I use quality of life mods and texture packs, all right? Relax, dude. Relax, dude. Hey, it's called Glumbus, liberals. Get over it, dude. Seven of Hearts. I do have a flush on the top deck. I don't think that gets me out. I feel as though I might need to try anyway. I think I'm going to do this. I'm still somewhat likely to top deck a flush. But I can also leave myself open for 2 pair faces. Let's do this. I think I'm just dead, but I have lines. Nice. Actually drew both there. That's sick. Guys, what does calc stand for? It's beyond me. ¿Qué onda con ese texture pack de gatitos? I'm really bad at speaking Spanish. I apologize. I can read it. I cannot speak it. I think this is what you're looking for. Much love. Grabber's really nice. So are the Celestial packs. Me 2 Uranus cards. 2 Uranus cards, baby. Okay. Off to a good start. Off to a good start. 4 Oak pivot, anyone? Never mind. 2 pair. 2 pair. 2 pair, baby. Gimme it. I want to think only for PC. It is only for PC. I apologize if that is a tumultuous development, so to speak. We need Wokus Shock for 2026. Is that just a normal gold stake stream, but I paint myself in the colors of the trans flag? That'd be pretty sick, actually. King of Spades, in it. He was asking what's up with the cat texture pack. That's what I was assuming. And I did come to that conclusion. So smash like for ever so slightly bilingual streamer. Okay, can I get my 2 pair? I know I just discarded a pair, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Mr. Goint with the follow. What does Mr. Goint have to say this fine evening? Balatro being like the 3rd game to have console mod support would rock. I agree. I can't say that I am opposed to that sentiment. I should have shipped high cards there for the list. That's okay. I don't know any English, but I know everything I need to know about Balatro. Hey, Godspeed, man. We all speak the same language here. And that language is egregious gambling. Lover's Queen for Catzel, I guess. It's 2 a.m. for me, and I just found you, and you seem cool. Here to stay. Thank you, Mr. Goint. Appreciate that, man. I'm glad I made a good impression. Does this matter? No, because it's Molt. What am I saying? What am I saying? A Molt Joker on Plat Chat? Can you believe that some people actually do that? Score, por favor. I'll think about it. Streamer forgets what deck he's playing. What are you talking about, bro? I got enough score to get by. In before heart, eh? This Catzel has been super worth, by the way. Really glad we took him. That was an exercise in satire. For those of us who are maybe slow to the uptake, so to speak. You should play real poker and just use real money. True. Why not just manifest a holographic Chad right now? You're kind of cooking there. Why don't I just do that? That would be kind of sick. Can't wait for the pivot to kick. At the point where I pivot to kick, stop watching me. At the point where I have pivot to kick, I have given up on all semblance of having morals. And you should stop watching me so that I remember what I stand for. Unironically, not joking. You're completing the Completionist Plus Plus achievement? Nope, I'm just playing Gold Stake for fun because I'm a psychopath. And I enjoy losing. Like, kick the texting app? No, kick the streaming platform, the Aiden Ross streaming platform. Also, I'm just now realizing that I didn't update the yellow deck win. For lols? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You get it. I mentioned this earlier, but I saw that Thunk leaked that there's going to be a third banana. I did see that. I trust Thunk enough to not have it be this. Or I trust Thunk enough with the game design that I don't think this is going to be the case. But I really hope it's not a third sequential. Like, I hope it's not a Cavendish, like, successor. That would be really annoying. Pivot to stake gambling and indoctrinate your impressionable audience to love gambling. True. I'm predicting that they're going to rework Cavendish to be 1 in 100, and when it breaks, you get a plantain that is common scaling X-Molt. I really hope that that's not the case. I think the banana line does not need a third evolution, so to speak. Unless they nerf Cavendish and the new one becomes stronger old Cavan. Nah, I still would not like that, man. The novelty would wear off for me at that point. Hi, my name is Ken. I come from the planet K1B5b. Okay. Welcome, Ken. Three of diamonds. Not extraordinarily helpful. But maybe just enough. Maybe just helpful enough. Maybe. The Cav Infinite. +2. No way Blood emphatically demonstrated astute satirical insight juxtaposing intrinsic morality for an illustrious, unwavering self-image. What the fuck is going on with YouTube chat tonight? This is the most unhinged they've ever been, and that is truly saying something. Also, we lose. Unless I top deck exactly a king and a queen. Which the queen is pretty likely, since we didn't hit, like, any with rebate. The king, I am not sure about. GG. I'm so glad that runs out of the way. Okay. Miracle that I even got that far. I was literally not paying attention whatsoever to that run. Holy shit, dude. On to Nebula. No, I'm actually going to wrap up stream a little early tonight so that I can get a head start on... Not tonight, but so that I can go to Eep early and get a head start on tomorrow's project. Gonna plug it again since I have so many people in chat. I got a big video coming out on the 31st. Been working on it. It's not a huge video in the terms of length, but it's another one of my, like, video essay type of things. Excited to release it. Early, it's 4 a.m. Normally I go until 2 a.m. my time. Raid Libby. Is Libby still streaming? Zam, Libby's still streaming. All right, we'll raid Libby. That works. That works. I did not think Libby would still be streaming right now. On that grind, dude. Doing Gold Stake Plasma. Wait, she just said they're doing Gold Stake Plasma in chat. All right, this will be perfect. Okay. Gonna end a little early. Chat, we will be back mañana. Mañana will be... What's the schedule? Yeah, tomorrow is late stream. We're doing Gold Stake into random games, so we'll be spinning the wheel tomorrow. I'm glad I stayed for the VIP. Yo, I appreciate you, Ghost. WVIP. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. Any newbies in here? Join the Discord. And... sub to the YouTube. Daily Gold Stake runs... on the YouTube. Come join the Discord. We just yap about Balatro among other random things in there. So if you're looking for buddies on the internet, that's a very nice spot. Other than that, I got nothing. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all. Thank y'all for sticking around. Go show Libby some love. Stay safe. Sleep well. Have a good one, chat. Love y'all.